Happy Thumbs Gaming. Booyakashaw.
What is up, everyone? It's HTG Brian here, and we've got another LEGO Harry Potter Years 5 through 7 video for you. And if you've been following along, this happens to be our final free roam. That's right, it's Knockturn Alley, and we're also going to cover the old bonus level too. So, woohoo! We're going to grab the last handful of collectibles, and of course, we're going to be taking on the maroon area of the map over on the far right-hand side, which includes Knockturn Alley, Borgin and Burkes, and as I already mentioned, the old bonus level. So to get things rolling, we're going to actually double back down Diagon Alley and head up to the Leaky Cauldron, where we can find some Polyjuice Potion so we can obtain a dark magic character, because we are going to certainly need one once we get into the old alleyway there. So head on up the old pathway one more time to go ahead and sip on some of that syrup. That's right, we're going to go ahead and that's right, here we go. Nope, get out of the way, Dart. We're not here for you. It's not playtime. Look at that, I'm having a heck of a time trying to target the old Soicle there, but as you can see, it's not working for me. All right, finally I get it. We're going to sip on some Polyjuice, and of course, we're going to choose our favorite dark magic character, which happens to be Grindelwald. Now, maybe not our favorite, but he was the easiest to grab and the cheapest during our preparing for free play. So, hey, hopefully you guys have completed all of that already, and you are in the home stretch just like we are, as we are going to complete the final steps here, and it's only going to leave us with a couple of trophy achievements left over. But all right, here we go. We are officially in the alley, and although we've got some dark magic bits to mess with back there, we're going to go ahead and stride all the way down and check it out. We've got 6 character tokens, a student in peril, as well as a gold brick. Now, if you noticed, we were just checking out our totals. Now, according to our stats, we actually already have 60 students in peril, but we'll focus on that later. Simply use dark magic on the weird piping on the left-hand side, free the lock, and switch it around, and guess what? You will get the first character token of the area. The next one's actually going to be about halfway down the alley. You're probably going to notice this cage with a spider in it. Go ahead and zap it. Well, we used, looks like Defendo, but anything like that should do. Now, the next one's actually going to be just a little bit further up on the right-hand side, but we're going to go ahead and focus on this back one over here. See the other spider at the end of the pathway there? Booyakashaw. So we've got that guy. We also got a student in peril. Hey, buddy, we'll lift that brick up off you and turn that frown upside down. That is going to be the final student in peril we rescue. Boy, that's been fun. And I guess we'll give one more little sound effect there. And speaking of sound effect, we're going to go ahead and destroy this little cage and then make our way in the back where you can't see and grab that character token, which is off the screen. Now, that one's a little hard to find, but jump around a little bit, and it's, I promise you, it's not as hard as that gold brick was under the staircase in the Defendo classroom. I think it was the Defendo classroom. It was terrible, whatever it was. Maybe it was the DADA. I don't know. It was one of the last few videos we did. But hey, we've cleaned out the alley, so we're going to go ahead and sneak into Borkes and Burgins. And Borkes and Borgins. Borgins and Burkes. Whoopsie. We'll go ahead and grab the gold brick that should be standing right at the bottom of the stairwell there. It should be out in the open. You may have already grabbed it, but hey, this was the first time we've been in this area. So there is a magic glowing carpet right there. We're going to go ahead and step on it in just a second. We're going to purchase a whole bunch of gold bricks. But first, we're going to go ahead and use our dark magic to manipulate this weird looking suitcase thing here. Build up this skeleton, and I think we go ahead and take, after he does some Michael Jackson here, we're going to go ahead and bust him out. Ooh, look at me. I was busting some moves too. Now look at that. We've got Mrs. Black. Thank you very much. And collect the rest of the studdage. And over on the left-hand side, you probably noticed an Aquamenti tank. We're going to go ahead and fill that up. And we got some studdage. But wait, we got this fish. We got to zap it, actually. Go ahead and zap it. And a couple of studs pop out. I think you have to hit it 3 times, actually. Once you do, look at that giant fish with golf ball eyes. They're weird. But hey, look at that. Narcissa Malfoy is going to be rewarded once you deploy that large fish. Now, we are really close, and I probably should have just wrapped up the old 1 billion. I mean, look how close we are. I mean, it's ridiculous how close we are. 988,764 is where we're at, and all right, 988,999. I think we get to 992 or something like that. And then I decided, and the funny thing is the wife was sitting right next to me, and she was like, oh, you're so close, you're so close. And then I walk over and get on the old pad here, and I just start firing away. I just go, ching, ching, ching. I don't even know how much money I end up spending here, but I know that I've got 991 when I start. And when I get done, well, let's see here, 979. Oh, I'm not even done yet. Not even, wait, oh yeah, I am. Haha, 979. So I still got a long ways to go, but hey, we've got the stud multipliers on. It really won't take long making our way through, maybe even just like the Leaky Cauldron and Diagon Alley, if I'm being honest. But to be honest, I haven't actually completed that yet. That's still, as of right now, I still have not got my platinum trophy, and I've not got the 100%. But hey, we have built up the passageway here. Now, this is actually available to you when you have 199 out of 200 gold bricks. So if you've showed up here prior to that and it's not there, that is why. But we're going to go ahead and enter this bad boy and get our destruction on. Now, this is pretty close to the old Batman 2 one, where they really don't give you many extra studs, and you need to accumulate a total of 1 million. Unfortunately, your red brick stud multipliers do not work inside here either, so it is literally a matter of collecting a total of 1 million studs without any help. At least we couldn't find any. If you guys know some secrets that can make this easy for other people, please let us know, and we will do an updated version of this video. Otherwise, just follow along and kind of complete the tasks that we do. Now, realistically, this is pretty simple, and it shouldn't take you as long as it took us, because we actually totally missed something, and we're going to show it to you when we get there. So, hey, there is a cauldron inside here, and you will need to sip on a little bit before we can go ahead and get our dark magic character, but you're going to need a dark magic character, that is for sure, and it's going to help you get tons of studdage. You can see, look at that. In some of these places, you actually have to destroy from the top down, and some you can't even destroy without dark magic, so it's very crucial you have a dark magic character while trying to complete this. Now, seeing as though you have to have 199 gold bricks to get in here, I'm not worried about you guys having one. It's just more a matter of sipping on some of that polyjuice and making sure that you have the available character. All right, we also have a key character needed here. As you can see, the safe opens up and gives us quite a few studs, but not as many as we'd like. Now, hey, this is another thing over here too, as I kind of take out the back wall here, which happens to be I believe that's Borgin and Burkes again, but in the bonus level fashion. But here is this little podium thing here. You can see we've got Moaning Myrtle, we've got Harry in his swimming attire. It looks like he's got a little Speedo on there. And we've also got Ron that's also in swimming gear, kind of off to the right-hand side. Now, I feel like there's some sort of puzzle that I was not able to complete here, and I'll show you here. I start building these things up here. You know, I kind of try to complete it like an Olympic podium, so to speak. You know, gold in the middle, silver on the left, and bronze on the right. Now, there isn't, like, it's hard to explain because the pieces, they're all threes, right? They're all threes across, but the base itself is longer than 9. But there wasn't even enough, I don't know, I couldn't figure that out. So if there's some studs to be gained from that, I totally miss out. I even tried to throw both these guys in the pool, thinking maybe that has something to do with it. I get up on a diving board and jump in, nothing works for me. And if I'm being totally honest too, I actually had to play the bonus level twice because I totally missed something that, again, we'll show you when we get there. It has to do with the old choo-choo train, the old Hogwarts Express. Now, all right, make sure you clean out anything and everything you're going to want to get your boing on the old diving board, because there's a Poiple up top, and hey, 10,000 studs in a time like now is crucial. Let me tell you, there is only, I would probably say there's less than 100 blue studs floating around. Now, you might get quite a few by destroying all these buildings, but as far as actual physical studs that you find, there's not very many. It's mostly gold and silvers floating around. So yeah, we have to destroy a lot of these buildings, and some of them can't be destroyed just from the base down. You actually have to destroy them from the top. It kind of reminds me of Rampage. Remember that old game Rampage where you had to choose? In fact, Lego Dimensions had a version of it as well in the Midway arcade stuff, where you're like the old King Kong or whatever, and you climb up the side of the building and you smash the building and destroy it, and guys come and try to stop. It kind of reminds me of that in the essence of, like, you have to start at the top and work your way down. But all right, so we're just kind of methodically clearing out this bonus level. Now, there's so much to do, and really we're starting down in this bottom left hand corner, and we're going to kind of work our way along the wall, across the bottom, and I guess kind of zigzag back and forth from left to right. So make sure you destroy anything and everything in your path. As I've already mentioned, there is not a lot of extra studs. My guess is there's probably somewhere along the lines of, like, 1,050,000 or 1,100,000. I mean, there are some extras, but not many. And, like I said, I had to play this a second time because I could not find that last, like, I think I was like 5,000 short, if I'm being honest. I really think I was that close. And again, you want to try to target and take down anything and everything in your path. If you see an Aquamenti spot where you can like fill up some flowers, or you know, if you can destroy the flower after you've created it, I mean anything and everything. And then you'll also notice too that in a lot of the green base plated areas, like right where I'm standing right now, kind of the grassy areas, if you will, there's kind of, and I never figured out a real method to it, but there's kind of a process in which if you walk on most of the area, a little flower will pop up, or in our case, a couple of flowers here and there, and we just got to take those out and collect all of those studs as well. Now, hey, if you know what you got going on here and my voice is annoying you, feel free to press that mute button and just simply follow along with what you see on screen, but I'm going to kind of try to guide you along. Now, there is an apparition point that is discovered out there after destroying a silver statue. The rest of the other half of the apparition point is actually at the top of this building over here, and this building actually kicks down with quite a bit of studs. In fact, there are multiple levels to it, and there are kind of like different sides to it too. You kind of destroy the outside area, and then you can destroy the kitchen area inside. And look at this, there's this weird door you get to rip off, and yeah, it's kind of a doozy, but it gives us lots of studs, so woo to the hoozy. Anyhow, all right, so back to what we're doing here. We got an Aquamenti point. This is actually crucial to destroying the top part of this house, and you're going to want to target that gold kind of symbol-like thing in order to get it. And, of course, look there. We've got our apparition point. There's another purple. So, again, that is crucial. Hey, destroying the front side and back side of this waterfall and then actually activating it, that's also pretty awesome, as you saw it rain a bunch of studs up to our total. We are just over the quarter point. We have just over 1/4 of the studs required, and so we got a long ways to go. Of course, we got an Aquamenti point just to the right of this giant house, and I think we've pretty much cleared out all that's possible on that red and brown house. Now, it is possible there might be some more. We might come back to that in a little bit, but the key factor is really going to be in this choo-choo train. We have to send it off, and then it returns on the northeast side of the area here, and then we have to do some stuff up there, and that's what I missed the first time. Like, I was able to send the train off in the first part, but I wasn't quite sure what to do with the second part. Now, speaking of what to do with the second part, check it out. We have destroyed a whole bunch of flowers on the ground, and all of a sudden we've realized there's like this L, and then we look over and oh wait, there's some red bricks. We can manipulate those and turn them into an E, which hey, spoiler alert for any of those who are out there who are not good at Wheel of Fortune, this is going to spell out Lego. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and destroy everything that we can find. But wait, why is this? It's kind of weird. We can't quite get the G. We've got the L, E, and the O. But, oh yeah, and these carrots are interesting too. I'm not sure if there's a little bit of a method by targeting some of them, but I noticed that the ones with the brown leaves certainly move around and kind of give you a second or third opportunity to take them out, and you get studs from them every time, so that's helpful too. Now, did you notice too, I used dark magic and created this weird slingshot between these two towers? Yeah, that was kind of cool. I launched it over, and I think it opened up some more studs over on the left-hand side, or on the upper kind of north side, if you will. But hey, one spot at a time. We didn't want to wander off too far. We want to keep on keeping on and take out all the stuff. Now, truth be told, you're probably wondering, well, hey, you just walked away from that Lego thing. Well, guess what? We're going to spell Lego by finding the G with this Lego truck, which is actually just up to the right side, kind of the northeast side of your screen there. And we're going to drive that truck here in a hot second. It's actually going to provide that last piece of the Lego puzzle back there. So here, again, we have ourselves just destroying these buildings from top to bottom. And look, I have pretty much made mincemeat out of this building, if I'm being honest. And yeah, you got to target those little peaks. And eventually, I think, I don't think I can get any more of those. But, ooh, we got some little bit of snow and ice over here. That's kind of reminiscent of my month of January here in Oregon. Man, it was crazy wintry. I'm glad they were pretty much done. In fact, we actually just got word that there might be some more snow and ice by the end of this week, which is, I'm like, no! But hey, it is what it is. I love living in Oregon because we get a little taste of all seasons. You know, we get a little fall, we get a little winter, we get a little summer, we get everything. But, you know, sometimes it's a little dramatic. And this year was certainly a bit drastic. So, all right, we are out and about in this crazy car now. If I'm being honest, my driving skills are not so good in this bonus level. It's kind of weird if I'm totally trying to be, well, all right, it's my fault. A user error. I always try to, like, detour it so it doesn't look like it's my fault, but, you know, most of the time it is. All right, I know I promised that we were going to drive that Lego truck, but apparently I go up into this left corner. Like I said, I kind of zigzag back and forth. I thought about doing like a clockwise or a counterclockwise kind of path, but at the same time, I wasn't sure how this was going to end. This was round 2 for me, and I wasn't sure I was going to get through it, so I was just kind of trying to get anything and everything. I honestly thought that the game kind of hosed me on some studs. Like, I thought I got some things that maybe I should have got more studs for, but I didn't, and that's not the case. I got everything I should have, and you will too, but there's just a couple of tasks that aren't necessarily blatantly obvious. But hey, they might be. I might have just totally messed up. They might have been a little over my head. But, all right, so we are just destroying anything and everything. Now, you probably remember Devil's Snares actually require some Lumos, and we go ahead and pull out our Lumos wand, and it just makes them go bye-bye. And, of course, you're probably noticing, too, I'm targeting these trees that I couldn't destroy with the car. I'm targeting the branches up top, and they're actually making spiders appear. You simply have to target one of those and knock them all down, and then you can, of course, take the tree down from top to bottom. And, yeah, look at me. I've cleared out all of those. So, if you don't take out those spiders, you are not able to take down the trees. So make sure you target those up top and work your way from top to bottom. Now, hey, there is an Aquamenti spot on the wall here. You're probably going to find a handful. I think there's like 5 or 6 of them scattered throughout the area. But we're going to go ahead and pull out our blue wand and make it rain. And look at that. We've got a little daisy growing up. So we'll go ahead and destroy that. It's probably not a daisy. You flower enthusiasts are probably like, man, get a book, figure out what that really is. That was a tulip, Brian. No, I don't know. Maybe it was a tulip. I don't know. But, all right, we have kind of ensured that we've got everything. There's nothing over here. Oh, wait, we can target some more over here. See, when in doubt, double back to some areas that you've already taken out. And, you know, just make sure you didn't miss anything by just kind of pressing and holding your target button. See how I'm just kind of gliding over, making sure that nothing becomes active. Because, hey, you need every stud you can get. In fact, we're going to play some soccer in a minute, too. Notice the old soccer goal there? And woohoo! Look at me spin to win in this double-decker bus, yo. Yeah, that's right. I don't have very good driving skills. I already promised that. But this is actually going to help us cash in quite a few thousand studs. Look at that. We are almost to the halfway point. Look at that. In fact, we are just about to ring in 500K. And, you know, I will recommend, too, that also, when in doubt, when you cannot destroy things, if you are at the very end and you are just a couple thousand short, don't quit and start all over, because you will have to find all 1 million studs over. Try and find a vehicle and try to drive into things that may look sturdy, but may not be as sturdy as you think. Now, hey, there are a couple of purples tucked in along the base of this train station here. And, of course, you're going to need dark magic to go ahead and lift the coal up and move it from the back up to the front. And look at that. Choo-choo. The Hogwarts Express picks up and drives off and leaves us with the little station pad here, which you're going to want to use dark magic on both left and right sides, because you can flip it up. And although it's not very many studs, there is probably 1,000 or 2 for each one of those. Now, there is another station pad up, and above in the far right corner, but we're going to get to that one in a minute. So, hey, I know I promised you a few minutes ago we were going to go ahead and complete that Lego puzzle where we had to spell L-E-G-O, but we need this truck to make it happen. So I will recommend staying off of the train tracks, as it does kind of disrupt your driving flow. But hey, follow the blue stud trail and it'll actually lead you right to where we were earlier, where the Lego puzzle is. And it looks like you're going to have to car ramrod the old piece here. And look at that. I don't know why I was able to bust it open now that that's here, but it's kind of weird how that works. So once you get the Lego truck over here, it appears to allow you to destroy it. Maybe I missed something. Maybe you could destroy it earlier, and I couldn't figure that out. But it was my such luck that I was not able to destroy any of that until I drove the truck over there. So if you're having troubles, drive the truck. If you got it early, woohoo, good for you. Now, look at me. I'm trying to destroy, like I said, I'm taking my own advice. I'm trying to destroy anything and everything in my path. And I thought, you know, hey, it would be kind of cool to get the truck over here, because I might even be able to drive it up on the roof of Borgin and Burkes, which looks like there may have been something up there that I might have missed out on too. But in the end, like I said, I find the other part of the choo-choo, and it gives me the last few studs I need once I get there. Like you can see, I'm still quite a ways away, and we're just about to the halfway point of this video. So Most of the flow is still flowing. We get stuck here probably at about the 34 or 35 minute mark of the video is my guess. I didn't really check, to be honest with you, but that's my guess. But hey, we've used a character with the digging ability to go ahead and give us the rest of the goal pieces here. In fact, we now have 2 goalposts. So I already mentioned we're going to play some soccer, but we have to find ourselves a soccer ball first. And we're getting close, don't worry, it's coming up soon. We're actually going to mess with this little house right here, and you never know what you may find inside. Oh, speaking of which, look at that. I don't know if you could tell by my voice. I was kind of alluding to the fact that that was going to be inside there. But all right, so any of you who have watched my Lego Jurassic World videos, you may remember in the free roam, there was a section that you actually had to score some goals with I believe it was a raptor, and it was in the raptor area or something. I believe it involved raptors. I'll have to double check that too. But I was not very good at steering the old soccer ball into the goal, and it would prove to continue here. So yes, I thought about putting some quick links down below for the bonus level, but I wasn't really sure in how that would work because house to house, I mean, there's really no specifics. And I probably should have put one just for the soccer part. Just, hey, if you want to skip the soccer part, just click the click link down below. Whoa, click the click link? I think I said that wrong. You'll have to rewind that and check. But anyhow, I am pushing up little daisies as I move along here, and I will come back and destroy those. But I am really focused on my foot skills right now, which clearly need some work. The soccer gods would not be thrilled with my actions right now. And I've got a good momentum going here, and it looks like I've got a nice little shot going, except for I push it to the... Oh, wait. Oh, he crosses it over, centers it, and... Oh, headers it in. Booyakashow. You know that you got the soccer ball in the goal when the little stud on top turns from red to green. And I thought, okay, let's try moving it back, and maybe we'll get another one. And I kind of start struggling with it, and I think I bail on this whole idea in a second. And I thought, oh, maybe I can target it and make it blow up like the old snowballs, because remember those snowballs in the snow areas, you could definitely build those up and then destroy them, and it made it rain studs too. But I give up and I go back and I'm like, ooh, a mushroom. And then another one pops up. So there's definitely, like I said, if you're totally stuck and you're like 1,000 or 2,000 studs away, you've done everything that you see us do in the video, including that choo-choo part later, and you're still missing like a little bit, like 1,000 or maybe 100 or 200, make sure that you walk around on the green base-plated areas and try to make some of those mushrooms and flowers pop up. Now, I score another goal, nothing happens, so I'm like, all right, I'm out of here, man. I ain't wasting no more time. Let's go ahead and take out this giant castle back here, which... I kind of feel like this might be Hogwarts. I mean, I feel like it is. But at the same time, I couldn't find any. I mean, look, there's the crests on the wall there. It's got to be, right? It's got to be. Leave a comment down below if you know something I don't. Or maybe if you can just confirm for sure. It looks like it's Hogwarts. And we're going to go ahead and destroy it. That's not very nice, huh? We should have destroyed other things like... I don't know, Hagrid's hut, for example. That kind of brings down the property value of the grounds, if I'm being honest. Big old spider out there and such. I mean, come on. But, no, I'm just playing. Hey, no, I love Hagrid. And Hagrid's hut's pretty awesome, too. And look, for some reason, I cannot get in this side door here. I don't know if it's user error or what. I mean, the base plate shouldn't prevent me from getting in. It's just a little tiny uprise there, and I should be able to step right up and over that, but no, it would not let me in. There is a back entrance to get in there, and I'm going to actually show you that right now, and this may not be intended, but I make it happen. So, as you probably noticed, I've destroyed most of the roofing elements of what I believe to be Hogwarts. And I'm just kind of continuing to tear this bad boy down. And look at that, you can use the dark magic to flip up that piece. I never could quite get rid of it, but it allows me to get inside. I kind of sneak in the old front door there. And look at this, we've got cake. We're going to lift up that cake and slam it on the wall, and all of a sudden we've got a Defendu. That's right, the wall's got red on it. So go ahead and carve out yet another, looks like a cupcake this time. And it opens up the wall and allows us inside. And remember I was talking about there's not a whole lot of blues? Well, other than driving the cars and this little secret area right here, I think this is like the majority of the blues you find. Now, granted, you guys could probably prove me wrong. There's probably more than what I'm assuming there is. But, inside here, we go ahead and grab a purple and a handful. I believe there's like 15 of these blues. Oh, a double purple. We got 2 in here, so that's nice. Make sure you play chess, too. Just use either Leviosa or Dark Magic. I'm not exactly sure which one is required, but by now you should have drank some of that syrup and had some of that, well, at least have one Dark Magic character floating around in your arsenal of characters. But, all right, we have officially destroyed everything on the ground, but look in the back corner, there's an Aquamenti spot, so make sure you target that with your blue wand and then destroy it. I tried to use Patronus, but fail. Reducto is going to be the one that most efficiently works for us there. And all right, I have cleaned out that whole back area, but I'm going to keep on keeping on and try to make it through this little alleyway. And look at this. See, remember I was telling you I couldn't get in there? See, I told you I could fit in there. It's not like it's a size issue. But hey, there are some more pieces of this castle that I have not yet destroyed, so make sure you target anything and everything in your path. And of course, there was even an area that I tried to target that didn't allow me to, that I was able to blast by just, you know, hitting Reducto, and it took it out. So, yeah, we have pretty much made mincemeat out of this castle, too. Oh, there's still some more. And, of course, like I said, just keep targeting, and you might find yourself making a bigger pile than you thought. I'm just glad I don't have to clean all this junk up when I'm all done, right? And look at that. All right, so I think we've pretty much destroyed Hogwarts. I wasn't sure, like, what on earth? Like, why does that allow me to lift that? I guess it's just a kind of a secret entrance? Maybe I'm missing, like, some sort of, like, Easter egg there, too. Maybe that's a reference to something else. I don't know. But, all right, we get in this little slowpoke car. We get stuck on a couple of mushrooms. Like, come on, what car gets stuck on some mushrooms? I have no idea, but apparently we are terrible drivers. And we'll accept that fact. But, all right, just beyond the castle, on the back wall, there's this weird cabinet. Like, watch out, though, for realsies, because it's got some teeth. And, oh, speaking of the train that I was talking about, remember I said there's that second part of the train? Well, I had this train come out, and I wasn't sure what to do with it. And I totally missed the fact that there's some glowing bits on the front half of it right there. You can see it actually requires a little dark magic, and once you use it, it actually shrinks the train and makes it go so-so-small. And once that happens, that gives me the remaining studs of what I need, but we're not there yet. We actually have to do quite a bit first. So there's lots going on over here. There's like this weird like refill station where you got to move this piping over and then pull the chain down. And of course you can bust open the back of it too. And look at that, there was a purple and a blue in there too. And just like the other train station down below in the south area, there are 2 pads that you can lift with dark magic. Now look at that, I also just threw the back half of the train back inside the old, well, I guess it's the tunnel there. And I'm not sure where it ended up, where it went. It doesn't pop out down below again. But it's gone, and it gave us a whole bunch of studs that we'll take. And look at that. We are 3/4 of the way through, just beyond that, actually. And now what to do? I start to panic here because I'm getting to the same spot where I've only got a few more houses to take out. And this was a nice one, too. It looks like we just flipped some pancakes around or something. I don't know. But look at that. We've stoked the fire, and it spewed out some studs. Now we get to actually take out the top 2, and we start breaking it down from top to bottom as well. All right, all right, all right. Keep targeting, hover your target button over if you're having troubles, and look at that, there's not much of a house left, but we're going to take it down even more because we found ourselves a key under the mat. And look at that, we are inside, and ooh, it's a weird cauldron. It took out our car. It's kind of doing a little dance. We'll go ahead and go inside and dance too. Ooh, bluesy. Or was that a purple? That wasn't purple. We'll take it. And all right, so I believe there's a little bit more action happening in there. We might have actually completed it all, though. All right, looks like we have. Okay, so, yeah, I'm not sure where those studs are coming from. They just kind of appeared out of nowhere. You know, there's this Quidditch area with lots of things to destroy. I simply just took Reducto and went nutso. And I just literally took out anything and everything in my path. And look, I'm even trying to take out that house still. I'm like, hey, I ain't done with you yet. I ain't done with you. Pity the poor fool who doesn't think I'm done with you. Look at this. We got spinning to win here. It's going to fly off, maybe? Nope. Which means we get to take it out yet again. Look at that. It's raining studs. We're getting really close. As you can see, we are almost to that 900,000 mark. And see, look there. I'm still on to this dark magic part, but you have to do all of these steps before you can actually get to that next part that I'm referring to. And all right, you need some Lumas down here on this other spot. And we did fill up that Aquamenti spot on the tanker earlier. If you did miss that, I didn't really make a verbal note of that. But yeah, if you're having troubles, make sure you use Aquamenti on that. Ooh, couple of poibles. We'll take those too. Now, again, you need anything and everything, so build up and destroy everything in your path. And hey, if you guys, like I said, if you guys have some secret knowledge of maybe I missed something, or maybe you get a ton of studs for this last little train moment. Oh, and look at this. There's a whole bunch along this front wall just out of sight, so I just got right up along that wall and ran from the bottom all the way down. Looked like there might have been some silver bricks that I missed down there too, right along the top roofing area of that tunnel for the train, so you might go back and check that out. Hey, there's probably, like I said, there's probably more studs available than I found. I probably missed a few, but at the same time, they're pretty limited. So, all right, 9:41. I'm starting to have a panic attack because I've pretty much done everything. And, well, look at this. I'm like, all right, we got a couple of purples and some blues, and we're going to get some for building this, too. And, ooh, I never really figured out what that little front loader is there, too, the little bucket thing. I drove it around on the first time, and I didn't get anything out of it. I kind of got stuck, and I felt it was a waste of time, so I just stayed off of it for the most part. Look at that. Oh, 970. We're only 30,000 away, but when you're grabbing fives, and, well, I guess they're hundreds and tens, aren't they? Tens and hundreds. Oh, man, that's a long ways to go. And it's all right. I'm starting to double back, make my way around. So it was at the 30-minute mark that I start to panic, not the 35. I was a little off there. And if I'm being totally honest, you probably just want to skip ahead a little bit and maybe use the arrow buttons if you're on a PC. I guess just click and drag if you're on your mobile device. But back here in this back upper right corner, right where I'm at, where that train is, you just want to simply approach the train once you've done all of the elements with the tanker and the little tube and the refill and all that. You just want to go ahead and make that train oh so small. And I did it by simply using dark magic. Now, I guess it could have been Leviosa or something related to that, but I'm pretty sure that old Grindelwald was using his dark magic. Now, I probably should have sped this up a little bit more than I did, but as most of you know, for whatever reason, my editor's been having troubles when I speed things up. It makes the sound not match with the video, and I hate that. It drives me nuts. So, I know I said I didn't really drive this thing around very much, but hey, I had to give it a whirl. I had to think about some places that I had not tried yet with some things I had not tried. So I thought, okay, I'm going to dig this up. No, all right, I give up. I am totally about to give up, like seriously. But then I think, okay, well, my son's been watching a lot of YouTube videos lately, ASDF. I think some of you guys are familiar with that. And, he kept saying, a lot of trains. And, of course, I kept coming back to that, thinking, God, maybe it has something to do with that train. Maybe I got to go back there and check it out. But at the same time, I was almost convinced that, see that blue spot up there? I was almost convinced that's a pressure-sensitive switch. And, I need to have, a truck or something up there. Remember I was talking about that earlier? But, no, I bailed on that idea, too. And I think, all right, well, there's plenty of green base-plated areas that I haven't run over yet that might sprout up some flowers that I could destroy. No, not really working in my favor, though, as you can see, and I didn't really make too much of a method out of it as I was just kind of running through the middle there. So I think, okay, let's hop in a big vehicle and try to destroy some stuff. Ooh, I get a couple of things, and I think, all right, I'm onto something here, and then no such luck. And then I go back around, and like I said, if you want the answer and you're ready to just move on, hop out of what you're doing and go up to that train up in the upper right corner and use dark magic on the actual train itself, not the caboose, not the coal, just right in the front there, and it's going to shrink it on down, and it'll give you a whole bunch of studs for shrinking it, and it'll also should give you access into the back trailer where you can grab a couple of blues. You see me once we get there, I jump for joy, and I'm trying to get in the back of that trailer before I shrink the front part, and I can't get in there. It's driving me nuts because I'm like, there it is, that's what I need, but I couldn't get it. And we'll all laugh about that here in a second once we get there. And look how deceiving those purple studs are up there. How dare them put purple studs? I only need a couple more right now. Think about it. If I had 3 purple studs, game over. We move on. Bonus level completed. Trophy achievement is ours. We get that final gold brick, which would be number 200. And oh man, oh man, oh man. Then all we need to do is just simply purchase all of the characters we have unlocked. But we don't want to do that until we get our 1 billion stud trophy achievement too, which hopefully you guys have already gotten that by now. But all right, so you can see I'm struggling miserably. This is my least favorite thing. Whoa, I'm not sure what happened there, but out of let's say Lord of the Rings, Lego Harry Potter, and The Hobbit, these were the least favorite, the wizard puzzles where you had to build things up. I remember just absolutely cursing like crazy at my screen, trying to get Gandalf to move those things around. And I've actually made a couple of friends with you guys talking about those moments, because a few of you struggled just like I did to get that done, and asked me for help or any suggestions I could provide. And unfortunately, all I can really provide is stick with it, because there's not a lot of tricks or anything. There's not like a secret to it. It's just patience and yeah. Patience, I guess, is really all it is. And see, look, remember earlier I was talking about they're three long, and there's 3 of them, so that's 9 long total. But it's not like the bottom base plate was 9 long. It's not like it was 12 long. Well, I guess maybe it was, huh? Maybe I just should have put the silver on the far left, the bronze on the far right, and the gold smack dab in the center. I mean, maybe that does something for it. Honestly, I would imagine there is something there, but I couldn't find it. And I tried to do some cool dive for you too, but no, belly flop. Now I couldn't get out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not even going to be able to finish this. But yep, I get out finally. And I'm not giving up yet, though. I'm still working at it. But the good news is we've got less than 5 minutes or so left of this video, and that means we're getting close to actually completing it. Hopefully by now you guys are not like suffering with me, because this is terrible. Like, I really should have sped this up. I almost should have just edited that whole thing out. Because this is terrible, and I apologize for this. But hey, the bonus level is not always easy. Some of them have been real easy, like too easy, while other ones are extremely hard, like the Lego Batman 2 one. That's still the most viewed video that we have ever put out to this date, because lots of people have struggled with that, because I don't think there was much more than 1 million studs available there either. And this game was created right around the same time frame as Lego Batman 2 was. So, there's a good possibility that the same principles were behind this. And they've clearly changed it since then, because most of the levels are super easy now after these couple. But, all right, I'm getting pretty close to being at my wit's end. I'm driving all over. No studs are popping up. I can't destroy anything else. I've tried 1,000,000 times to destroy this piece that I can lift up but can't quite do anything with. I'm jumping up on top. I can't destroy anything else up here. I'm like, man, then I'm gonna have to start over again. But don't fret, I am almost there. God, I really should have just edited this out. I'm even having second thoughts about it right now, about just editing it out. But I hate editing out, because then you'd see me jump from like 900 and something thousand to like 1,000,000, and we'd be done, and that would be not good, because you'd miss out. So that's why I left it. And although it's torturous for both you and me for at least a minute or two, hey, you know what's going on. You know that if you struggled, that you weren't the only ones. And I know a lot of you guys think, oh, Brian, how do you do that? You always make it look so easy. Well, plenty of struggle happens along the way. Trust me, it's just not always obvious in the videos. And all right, so here we go. We're making our rounds back up top here, and I believe this is when we actually figure everything out and finish this. No, take a right, not a left. I don't want to go back over to the left. We got to go to the right. I'm going to go ahead and take a nap. Maybe you guys can wake me up when we get back to the important part. No, look at that. I slammed it down on Hermione's head. I'm not sure what I was thinking here. I'm just trying anything and everything. I was convinced that it had something to do with this, because why would I be able to destroy all of the other elements but not this one? And it was kind of weird. But all right, here we go. We're in this back right corner, and I promise you we're getting super, super close. And all of a sudden I run right away. God. I mean, literally, I could just taste it so many times, and then I turn around and run, and no, we couldn't be hardly any further away. All right, switch back to Grindelwald and head to that northeast corner. Ready, go. How about now? Now? How about now? No? Okay. See, now I'm trying to run around and find more of those little pop-ups. And look, see, I'm finding some of them. And they're, they're slowly getting us there. And, the truth be told, I don't know if those are random spawns. You may be able to run around forever and do this. So, if you can't find anything else, this may just be an endless spawning deal here. But as you can see in my experience, they're not popping up very frequently here, and this could take you quite a while. And for me and my specific goal here of trying to show you guys how to complete this efficiently, I am not doing a very good job. So again, I apologize for this end spot, although I have verbally told you how to complete it. Hopefully you guys have done that now. And if you hit that mute button when I warned you to earlier, you probably didn't hear me suggest all that. But check it out. We've got nothing left but this upper right-hand corner. I am convinced that this has something to do with something. And look, wait for it. Nope, I'm targeting the train. And oh, I found something. Did you see that? I saw something in the back. You can take out the core. And look at these studs. I'm so close. I can taste it again, but I can't get in there. I'm not sure why I can't make that jump in there. And I mean, look at that. I am less than 3,000 studs away, and there is plenty of studdage right there in the back. But no such luck, I can't get in there. I'm trying female characters, male characters. Oh, but all of a sudden I see this magic spot, and watch it count up. 99999. Woo! To the who! Trophy unlocked. Hopefully you got the achievement for it too if you're playing along on the old Xbox 360 version, or who knows, maybe they have remastered this on the Xbox One by now too. But hey, whew, I gotta be honest, I was starting to really panic there, but we succeeded. We did it together. Virtual high five. We got all 200 gold bricks, and we did it together. We got all 1 million studs in that bonus level, and we're gonna go ahead and check back out now. It dumps us right back into Borgin and Burkes, and of course, we're gonna dip out and check out and see what the old ghost guide looks like, because we didn't do that before the end. And look at that. Woo to the who. We got all 6. That gold brick and that frown has been turned upside down as well. Whoa, that was a quick peek at those final totals. I apologize for that, but hey, we will be back for a little bit more, potentially. I think we will. There's a couple of trophy achievement videos that we need to clean up, so you should see those in the near future. But hey, if you guys have any questions or comments, or maybe you just want to say thanks for this series, drop us a comment down below or head on over to any of our social pages like Facebook or Twitter. And of course, we got HappyThumbsGaming.com, we got Patreon.com, we got all sorts of stuff too, and all those links are down below in our video description, as well as links to the quick links too. So hey, if you're just now finishing this series up and you're just now hearing about the quick links, we do these for all of our collectible based videos, so make sure if there's something specific you're looking for, you always check those video descriptions to see if there's any help there. As for me, I've got a little bit more to do, as I just mentioned, so I'm going to go try to wrap that up right now. As always, until next time. That's me trying to create some crowd noise. Applaud yourselves, applaud me, applaud everybody that's been involved. This has been an amazing journey. We've had a blast. And like I said, we still got a little bit more to come. But hey, I just wanted to say thank you one last time for your support and following us. And hopefully we helped you get to that 100%. Yeah. See you.